Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the shotgun, a gift to Jones. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Daniil Hunter on the stop. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Good.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early in the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 38, Rodgers. Hauling it in, Nelson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. 15 yards on the play, first down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers, and he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, Cousins, complete, Jefferson the target. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
A gain of 12.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now a first-time Pro Bowler from a season ago. It's Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Cousins. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
18 on the play. And the Vikings first down.
Here's Dalvin Cook. Foul. But he had 154 yards and a touchdown on the ground, though his Vikings actually wound up falling 21-16 at Lambeau. From the 24, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. And what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
To Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Packers 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Tyler Urban on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. J.J. Nelson. 76 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Cousins gives way to Cook.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger, there. And it's 3rd down.
I don't want to see what's served, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me with a yellow 319.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
13-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and get something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They're going for Jefferson down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 76 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, Rodgers. And he rifles one incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And his throw here is incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Jefferson.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
The kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Packers 21. Vikings 14.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final play of the half. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
A gain of
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On the return is Mickens. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Caught by Nelson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they help their defense out as well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive?
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Here's Mickens to return. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
But they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on for the 5th time here today. That's taken on the 25. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did.
To the goal line.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
His kick is
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
14.
That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Lets it go for Nelson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And all the way up to the 49.
Complete.
It's a big one there for the Vikings. 48 yards. Now Cousins sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. Cousins now. And this is Cook to the ground. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So 3 plays already first. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
Cousins pass complete.
Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Bailey got the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
On first down, Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. This will be caught by Nelson for a Packer touchdown. J.J. Nelson, 45 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. The 20, 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. But so you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Rodgers lets it go for Nelson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Rodgers.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Kevin King with a pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll get this out wide. It's Nelson with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
He's brought down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers, and he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Yards on the play. It's now
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught. Nelson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. J.J. Nelson, 43 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Packers 56. Vikings 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And
they'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Cousins. He's got Smith here. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw again. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Harrison Smith.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Rodgers looking to throw. This complete to Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He completes it to Nelson. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we all day. Defense all day. All day.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's caught inside the 20. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
I'm going to come back to you.
Rodgers again now. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Harrison Smith on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.